everybody, and thank you for watching the Top Human Rights Organization Review. I'm your host, Bryce Dolan. Now today we look at a story from the Norwegian Refugee Council, otherwise known as the NRC. Now although the Syrian conflict is pretty much over with Russia, Iran, and Turkey participating in the Syrian peace talks, the troubles for Syrian refugees are far from over. In fact, according to the Norwegian Refugee Council, a documentation crisis is taking shape among Syrian refugees, threatening to leave hundreds of thousands in legal limbo, with consequences for their ability to access services and have a durable return to Syria. Now, after the NRC interviewed a number of different refugees about this documentation crisis, here are some facts they were able to discover. Nearly a third of the refugees who possessed deeds for their most important property in Syria reported that those documents were lost or destroyed. At least half of the refugees who left their property deeds behind fear that they would not be able to find them if and when they return. 70% of refugees lack basic identity documents. 24% of refugee kids below the age of 5 are improperly registered. And over half of married Syrian refugees do not have marriage documentation, which causes consequences for themselves and their children. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, although the Syrian conflict's over, the troubles that these Syrian refugees are facing are far from over. Not only do they have to continue to feed themselves, take care of themselves mentally and physically, they also have to figure out how to reestablish their home, how to go back and essentially take back what is rightfully theirs. So hopefully, as this situation continues, this documentation crisis won't develop any further, and hopefully an organization like the NRC can step in and really help this documentation crisis cease to exist. But until then, it's looking like it is continuing to grow. And unfortunately, a majority of the refugees are being affected by this documentation. Syrian refugees are being affected by the documentation crisis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to look into this story yourself and read into some personal stories of some refugees that the NRC interviewed, you can look into this article by clicking on the link below in the description. It'll take you directly to the NRC website. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notified every time a new video is posted. Give our Facebook pages a like and follow us on Twitter. But thanks for watching the show, ladies and gentlemen. That does it for your Top Human Rights Organization Review. I was your host, Bryce Dolan.